Good morning. So I've been up about maybe about an hour and a half and I wanted to wake up this morning and watch the sun come up with intention and drink my coffee as well too. But I was thinking as I was going through a meditative practice, going through a little inspiration, motivation, going through just sort of waking into my day, but really conditioning my mind. And I was thinking about how lots of us get up, especially on a Monday. For those who are teachers, sometimes Monday was either a mix of excitement or a mix of dread. For those who have to commute, it could be dread. It could be, and that starts before you actually ever get into the car or what have you. So I was thinking this morning about how we wake up in our day, and then the impact that how we wake up and how we structure our mornings actually completely impact our day. And so I just wanted to share a couple of things that I do. And I share this from the lens of having been in a very high level, very stressful level leadership for a number of years, and didn't do a lot of what I share today. I actually didn't do any of it. And it had a tremendous cost. It was a health cost, an emotional cost, a spiritual cost, a relationship cost, an impact on my organization that I led. And so one of my commitments is really sharing some of the things that I wish I would have done, that I've since learned, and that I do not every day, but I do something in some way to kind of step into my day, step into my week in a different way, or even just pause my day if it's really going off track. And so something that I thought about as I was laying and meditating this morning is that I noticed, even though I was breathing and had my eyes closed and doing all that, I realized that parts of my body were actually really tight. Like, it could be that my shoulders were really tight, or it was like one of my legs was really tight. And it was, what I realized was that even though I was repeating the mantra in my head, like, I could also do that and think of something. And so I was, I'd get into thinking about something, and I realized that whatever I was thinking about started to actually tighten up a part of my body. And it was kind of weird because I hadn't been as tuned into it as I was this morning. And so it just made me think about how our thoughts, or what we think about, actually affect us physically. Now, for some of you that may not be, super profound, and others of you it might be really profound. And if you're like, wow, that's kind of interesting, just tune into your body. Like, what does your body feel like? Especially again in the morning, because sometimes in the morning we might wake up late, and then we're in a panic, and so our hearts are racing, and then we may feel frazzled or frenetic. Some of us may wake up and we might get in an argument, and that may make us angry or give us a headache or make our back of our neck feel stressed or whatever it is. But tune into how your body feels and how you feel emotionally. And so if, for example, you have children, and children are famous for being notoriously slow, brushing their teeth or getting out of bed, or they put on all their clothes backwards. And as adults, it'll trigger us to flip out, right? Like to be ticked off or pissed off, actually. And then we're so frustrated, and then we might start yelling, and then our heart rate goes up, and we feel like all out of control. And so just, I want to encourage you to, when you feel yourself going in a direction that's not vibrant, or you feel yourself going in a direction that doesn't feel peaceful, to just take a stop. Just stop and take a breath, and maybe take a step back. What I also know as women, we are the engines of everything. We're the engines of our homes. We're the engines of our partners or spouses. We're the engines of our children. We're the engines of our parents. If we have parents living with us, or we're responsible for caregiving parents, we're the engines of everything. We're engines of people eat. We're the engines of people have clean clothes. We propel all of that forward. And so how we feel affects everything. But first and foremost, it affects us. And so I just want to encourage each and every woman, women who are leadership, women who are leading in different kinds of ways, to wake up in a way that keeps you in peace and keeps you in a state of calm. And if you feel like it's not something that is possible because of other people, what I would encourage you to do is to recognize that you are, good morning, Jeff, that you are the engine to everything. And so if you find yourself getting off balance, if you find yourself getting stressed out, if you find yourself getting angry in the morning, that energy first impacts you, and it impacts you pretty significantly, and then it impacts every single thing outside of you. And so for all of the women leaders, and Jeff, this may also apply to you or women that you have in your life, when you wake up in the morning, find a way to breathe, get really connected to your body, like what's it feeling, if it's stressed, if you have areas of tension, and just spend some time even outside. Like I'm outside out in my backyard this morning, but just spend some time getting grounded. And if your children are screaming and running around the house, maybe you can start to figure out ways that you can create new ways of being for them. If you have a spouse or partner that's, wakes up angry or wakes up agitated or frustrated, start thinking about how you can use your words to start to reshape that experience for that person that you love. And it just, and again, it's always first starts with ourselves. Good morning, or Shika. It first starts with ourselves. So whatever we as women and women who are leading, and we lead lots of places, whatever we're feeling, whatever we're doing, it radiates out into our environment. And so just take an opportunity to tune into how you're feeling. Take an opportunity to tune into how your body's feeling. Take an opportunity to breathe, and really even how are you breathing? Like some of us are like this, and we don't even realize it. We're taking these shallow breaths because we're racing ahead. We're struggling with something. We're struggling with a kid. We're struggling with a partner or spouse. But it was my recognition this morning that however we wake up really affects our day. So if we wake up and we jump right into stress and anxiety and frustration, guess what our day looks like? It looks just like that. Everything will be stressful and it'll be magnified. So I hope that you find some value in this, and you take an opportunity to wake up and feel grounded, to wake up and smell a flower, to wake up and take a walk, to wake up and not jump into the chaos that might be around you, but to actually get really peaceful. Because the more peaceful that we are as women, the more the world works. The more the world works in ways that feed us more peace and more blessings and more stability and more grounding. So I hope you have an amazing Monday with amazing and wonderful things. I just love the feeling in the morning when I'm looking at the sky. Let me see if I can turn this around. I don't know if I can. Oh, maybe I can. Let's see. Yeah, so I love this opportunity to look at the sky in the morning, to see the sun come up, because I'm here in California, to just watch the sun come up. Just beautiful stuff. So take an opportunity to tune in to just joy and positive and beauty, and start your day that way, because it will affect everything. It'll affect how you work. It'll affect the people in your life. It'll affect just how you feel throughout the day. So have an extraordinary Monday, and I'll jump in later. Take care.